when I was searching for knowledge on the history of the world that I didn't know. So it was people like William Cooper and yourself and others that I used to educate myself in those fields. And through everything you and William and everybody taught me, how to research these things and how to document properly so that you have some credibility. And then when I was with Robert Bruce, who had the show Waking Up the Masses on Truth Frequency Radio, the 6 months I was there, you made a couple appearances on the show, and I sat there and listened and learned and then researched myself to find out what you were telling me is true. The way you put things across are elegant but simple. So the person who is craving this knowledge learns something, grows from it, expands their own comprehension of reality.
I just got this DVD finished yesterday. In fact, I picked it up this morning. The guy made a copy for me. His computer knows far more than I do. So I typed it on my computer, put it on a disc, and I now got the disc to make copies so I can get it out. I'm going to get it out and put it. I have a guy that put it up on the internet as soon as I can.
And that'll be available at ralphepperson.com, right?
No, it will be. Please, I'm a computer novice. I know how to make DVDs, but even then, they're simple. I don't hire crews, spend $10,000 and then get back $3,000 in sales. I say I'll do it the cheapest way I can. I write these, I produce them, and then I narrate them. So I do that. They're DVDs. I do everything myself. My own files, my own records, everything. The internet, as you just pointed out, is a brilliant thing for me. God, I can get pictures and quotes and things, take it off of the internet and show a picture of the guy and the book and everything else. So I just do it all myself. But I don't know if you remember, Bill Cooper said on the air during the time, I stunned him. When he called me, he said, "I want you to come up and do 5 programs." I said, Bill, I'll be happy, because he was a couple hundred miles away. It took 4 or 5 hours to get there. So I got there, and we did it over 3 days. But during the program, he said, he was shocked. He said, you did all of this without me, meaning I did not teach you these things. You did this on your own. I said, Bill, I don't even listen. I've tried to listen to you on the. I did try to listen, but we couldn't get his shortwave radio in Tucson. It was a bunch of static, and it's hard to listen. It fades out. So anyway, he stunned him.
Ralph, I know you have to leave, so I just wanted to thank you for joining us and giving us a couple stories tonight. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you very much.
That was Ralph Epperson, author of the book The Unseen Hand and A New World Order.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Because the John Lebang Show will be right back
after this. That's guaranteed. Yes.
Quality One Painting. For interior and exterior painting needs, call Tom at Quality One, 313-982-2986. Tom will give you free estimates, senior discounts, and I can tell you from meeting the gentleman, he's one of the nicest guys on the face of the planet. So for a quality paint job with a professional attitude, call Tom at Quality One Painting. That's 313-982-2986. 313-982-2986. Quality One Painting.
You're listening to the John Lebang Show.
It's what's cool on radio.
Well, I'd like to thank Ralph Epperson again for stopping in and talking to us, giving us a couple little stories. Normally when he does a talk show, he's doing some sort of presentation, and because he wasn't quite prepared, I just was like, well, let's just talk for a little bit and give us a few stories. And man, he had some pretty cool stories there. So I want to thank him again. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into this because we have some more stuff to discuss, and there's just not enough time to do all this. Yahoo News. Social media pages that appeared linked to Mr. Caesar, blah, 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 displayed evidence of emotional turmoil and political rage. That's right, folks. That's how it's being reported. The person identifying himself. Don't you love how they are wording that? The person identifying themselves. He was seen wearing a pro-Trump hat. The Make America Great Again. That's where they're getting the MAGA bomber from, ladies and gentlemen. Made for TV, the MAGA Bomber. He was attending Trump rallies, so of course now Trump is linked to this guy. Trump is linked. It's all Trump's fault. Has nothing to do with Maxine Waters, raging people like we talked about 2 weeks ago, or Hillary Clinton, you can't be civil, or Eric Holder, kick them while they're down. It has nothing to do with those people. It's all Trump's fault for rallying, getting these people all riled up. Has nothing to do with people who beat up each other in the streets at protest rallies. Has nothing to do with any of that. It's all Trump's fault. Trump's fault for everything. And you know what that relates to, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody who voted for Trump, it's their fault. The country's this way. Has nothing to do with CNN. Has nothing to do with the Democrats or how they act. Not at all. It's your fault. And all the innocent little Democrats that got bombs. Oh, now we're supposed to feel sorry for Hillary and Obama and Soros and Maxine Waters and Kamala Harris. We're supposed to feel sorry for them because they got, sent a fake bomb. None of them went off. So on Heavy, which is another website, states this. That dude is a registered Republican. So now all Republicans are bad, because that's what's going to be portrayed in the mainstream media. And he was involved, or his family was involved with fighting the Communist Party way back when. So the poor little communists are the victims here. This is straight out of Hollywood. Here you have a 56-year-old part-time pizza delivery driver, grocery worker, and former stripper.
Oh, baby.
Once charged with threatening to bomb an electrical company in a billing dispute. Law enforcement knew about this fella, and they capture him at an auto parts store in, of all places, Plantation, Florida. They had fingerprint and DNA. So the fingerprint and DNA evidence helped identify the suspect, which means his prior arrests were used against him because they for sure had his fingerprints. And I could almost guarantee by the wording of some of the people at the press conference that they had his DNA on file as well. So it was easy to track this guy down. And if they couldn't just find him, all they had to do was look for a MAGA, a white van, a sexual predator-looking van with MAGA stickers all over it, Trump stickers all over it, hate Hillary stickers, hate CNN stickers. See, and they have all this stuff set up, ready to go. I mean, they figured it out. That's what I meant. They figured all this stuff out in just a few days, yet we still can't figure out what the frick went on in Las Vegas. Isn't that interesting? The Soros bomb seemed really suspicious because doesn't call the police right away, doesn't do anything. Oh, sire, there's a bomb. There's a bomb in the mailbox. A very strange package in the mailbox, sir. I didn't mean to call it a bomb. I don't know if it's a bomb, but maybe I should take it to the forest. What do you think, sire?
Just do it.
Very well, sir. We're being told they're investigating him, but I want to see him. And that's the video surveillance. Here we have prominent Democrats. We have a mainstream manufactured news outlet. All places which would have massive amounts of security cameras. Yet we don't have them available to us. And the longer we don't see them, the more they can do with that footage because Hollywood is so good at things. And as the one gentleman said earlier, this was like a Hollywood thing. And they got to live it on the spot. Cameras going, plot happening, stereotypical MAGA supporter. I mean, it was perfect, man. You couldn't have got a better script. And let's look at the people that got these things. The Clintons. Irrelevant, right? What's the point of sending it to them? You're hoping that she goes to jail, right? I don't know. I mean, if you're a Trump supporter, you're hoping, you would think. I mean, this is just me. you would be hoping she'd be going to jail. So why bomb her? Why waste the time? Sending a crappy bomb for $3. I mean, it was cheap. That's why. Obama, like, Barry's not coming back to the White House. At least not anytime soon. It's not like those people would get their own mail, so anybody sending this stuff wouldn't be thinking of that. And if the postal worker did, somehow a postal worker brought it, who was the postal worker? Who's the one that picked it up? Where were they dropped off at? We don't know because there's no postal stamp on there. It's way too convenient of a storyline. All the biggest Democrats, the one network that has been displaying the attacks on Trump and the fake newsers. Now let me put one more thing because I brought it up earlier and we only have a little time left, so we got to get on out of here. But remember when Qazi Mohammed Rizalawad Ashin Nafis was aided by the FBI in his efforts to blow up the Federal Reserve? You don't remember that, do you? October 2012. Another October surprise. They supplied him with the bomb materials that didn't work, and then they busted him. They busted him. From the vantage point of just a layman like myself, who's watching going, whoa, things don't add up, and this is awfully convenient. Awfully convenient. Right before the midterm election, he drops maybe the biggest October surprise. Not to mention that it's keeping our eye off that stock market that I told you about, ladies and gentlemen. It was a little over 2 weeks ago. I told you to watch out for the stock market. But I won't get credit for that because nobody listens to John. John doesn't know jack squat about anything. Then we have the caravan that's coming up. That is going to be a huge issue. All these issues coming down right before the election. What a freaking convenience, isn't it? And before we go, I'd like to read you some of the messages that have been coming into the John Lebang Show about this specific topic. Brian writes, I smell distraction tactics by the left. Sue says it's called deflection from the immigration invasion. David writes, didn't she call for violence within the last 2.5 weeks? Yeah, a lot of people did. Bob says, sure is funny, none of it went off. That's right. Nobody got hurt by this attack. Debbie says there will be false flags and more. The Dems are desperate to win at any cost. John says we know they were made by liberals because they didn't work. That's a nice pun because libs don't work. That was great. I like that. John, A+ today. Ken says they were mailed 36 years ago. Keith says these bombs were all designated, assembled, packaged, shipped, received, opened, discovered, and announced by the same people. Total B bloop. And finally, Steve says, darn it. That's it, folks. Thank you for joining me. I'd also like to thank all of our affiliate stations for carrying the John Lebang Show. Don't forget to go to my website. That's www.jlebang.com. Tune in for the second hour as we are having our annual Halloween night. You'll hear a special rebroadcast of Shady and the Mystery Freaks. So until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, ladies and gentlemen, this is John Lebang signing off from the Banger Studios.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Tune in again next week. Same time, same space, same station.
Resistance